Harder, faster, push past every marker. Live and learn till we master. Live and learn till we master. Harder, faster, push past every marker. Live and learn till we master. Live and learn every day. You know my thing, man.
I'm an aspiring businessman within the health and fitness industry. I was born in southeast London to Caribbean parents. My mum's from Grenada, dad's from Jamaica.
Man, don't lose. You know.
But growing up in South London was fun, really, for me. So I lived on a council estate. So playing outside, there was loads of kids and all that kind of thing. For as long as I can remember, I was outside playing football. You know, I always had a ball in my hand. And yeah, it was fun as far as I can remember. I mean, we did get up to some stuff, but nothing too crazy, like just your average, you know, knock down ginger was a favourite game. Things like that, and I'd be outside until all hours playing football. My mum wouldn't really know I was. But I stayed clear of the kind of badness that was going on around me because I was just so heavily focused on football.
Man move time, man don't move.
I really, really wanted, my main dream was becoming a professional footballer. So, I mean, up until the ages of 19, no one could tell me that I was going to be doing anything other than. It was unfortunate that I didn't make it. I felt like I should have, but I felt I had the talent to make it, but I probably didn't want to put in the hard graft. I think if I could go back in time, I'd probably have worked harder and not relied on natural talent so much. But once I finished, once I got to the age where becoming a professional footballer was looking unlikely, you know, I got a job working in a bank, and I was actually there for 4 years at HSBC, but it was very much the same thing every day. There wasn't much job satisfaction, and I think growing up I was always active, so doing fitness outside of work was just a normal thing. So I was going to the gym quite early, and I just kind of got to the point in my job where I just thought to myself, is this really what it's going to be for me? Like, some of my colleagues had been there 25 years, and you know, this is no slight to them, of course, but for me, I just couldn't envisage myself being there for the next 25 years. So I decided I was going to leave, and I didn't actually at the time know what I was leaving to, but through divine intervention, I happened to stumble across a course that was being advertised in a newspaper, and at that point I'd already handed in my notice at the bank. So I thought, you know what, I'm into fitness, I really enjoy fitness, it's a passion of mine. So why not try and make a career out of it?
You know my thing.
When I first started out, I literally worked all the hours I possibly could. And I think that's important, especially when you're starting out, that you're going to have to put in the hard work. I was starting at 6:30 in the morning, and I was getting home at probably about 10 o'clock at night. And then straight again, the alarm would go off at 4:30, and I was doing it all over again. That was probably the same for about the first 3 to 5 years. No, I'd say about 3 years. And then I built up a solid kind of client base, and I met my wife, and I kind of cut back on my doing weekends. I was still doing the long hours during the week, but then I cut back on weekends. And I think after a good number of years of doing 50, 60, 70 hours, I started to feel a bit drained. So what I started to do was cut down my hours. So on a Friday, I would do a half day, and then I stopped working weekends. And I think that kind of gave me some kind of balance, that I could do things that I would enjoy doing on a weekend, and during the week I'd just really commit to my job. I think it's really important that I had that my wife was quite understanding in that sense, that she knew when she met me I was a personal trainer, so she knew about the hours and stuff, and she's been quite understanding with that. So now that we're now married and I have a daughter, I feel it's really important that, you know, I spend time at home. So Stone Image was my kind of my way of branding myself when starting my personal training business. The vision I had for Stone Image was, I think it's the sculpture of David, the Greek sculpture of David and his physique. So it was about sculpting the body, and so that's where the stone come from, and then image in terms of someone's self-image. So that's where the name Stone Image come from. And from earlier, I always thought to myself that I wasn't going to have a name like Erron Stone Fitness or Erron PT or whatever, anything like that. It was like, I'm going to think about creating a brand that is going to be bigger than me and that could be universal. So I came up with the name Stone Image. I specialised in doing one-to-one personal training. I've done group training. I've done my own circuit and boot camps in the summer months. And I've recently kind of foraged into doing online training.
Live and learn till we master. Harder, faster, push past every marker. Live and learn till we master. Live and learn every day.